What's going on, guys? And we got a pair of results videos to bring to you guys this afternoon. Today we have Titan FC 54, the first of the two videos. We have the card that took place in Fort Lauderdale a night before the big UFC fight night, and we're talking Titan FC 54, Soares versus Franca. The most experienced fighter on the card, Marc Stevens, debuting all the way back in 2006, got his 24th win and demanded one shot. Dana White was in the crowd for this one, so we got a lot of fighters asking him directly for the opportunity, much like Charles Jourdain just got from TKO 47. Now, however, in the fight, Stevens looked extremely dominant. Steven knocked out Quartus Stitt inside the second round. He will most likely get back to the UFC for his next fight. Stevens fought for Bellator and in the Ultimate Fighter tournament that Dana White holds almost every year. Next, we had Ange Loosa, training partner of Volkan Ozdemir, and undefeated prospect Collin Lubberts at 3-0. Loosa was clearly the better fighter, and when fresh, Lubberts' length gave him the advantage later in the fight. Edging the first two rounds on two judges' scorecards, Loosa got the split decision victory over the game undefeated prospect. Andreas Michailidis landed a beautiful spinning back kick that slid by and touched the back of his opponent's head, which led to the swarm of strikes that finished Marcel Fortuna. Michailidis improves to 11-3 with a beautiful striking finish. The fight between Herbert Burns and Luis Gomez, which started us off for the co-main event and main event, went actually pretty quickly. Herbert Burns, the brother of UFC lightweight Gilbert Burns, showed extreme grappling like his brother. Gomez got taken down almost immediately, and Burns got the rear naked choke finish inside the first. He then presented his case to be signed by the UFC and join his brother. Co-main event started us off on the craziness that was the final two fights. Rafael Alves took on Felipe Douglas in a fight that on the feet looked more comfortable for Douglas. In the second round, however, Douglas rocked Alves and then walked into a huge looping hook that put the lights completely out. Alves would be rewarded the interim lightweight title. In a brutal finish, Rafael Alves improved to 18-9 and got his third straight win inside Titan FC. Finally, moving down in weight, we got the main event and we saw the superstar of Titan FC from what I'm hearing. Jason Soares, Titan FC featherweight champion, went for his 13th straight win against the short replacement Ariston Franca. Franca did extremely well on the feet, but spent most of the first on his back. To start the second, Soares caught a knee on the way in, and this led to a wild chase down of strikes that lasted almost 2 minutes. I thought the main event of Titan FC, Jason Soares, would lose in front of Dana. However, after almost an entire 2 minutes of being swarmed, his opponent looked tired, and Soares caught a massive second-round win and got the massive 13th straight win. He's now undefeated at 13-0, and he has a great case to present to Dana White. He's been dominating all the competition. Now he's shown some adversity. In my opinion, the UFC will most likely sign 3 fighters from this card. The 24-11, the most experienced fighter on the card, Marc Stevens. The 8-2 Herbert Burns, I think, would be a good undercard, good main card guy to substitute in for some of your other guys. And then the main event, 13-0 Jason Soares. I think that is going to be an immediate signing for the UFC. They're going to be working on that. They probably worked on it immediately the night before. It might even already be out, and I'll include that in the editing if it is. But that wrapped up Titan FC 54. It was a good card. I enjoyed watching it. The announcers were not good at all. I liked Usman at the desk. Then they brought in Chance Pulver, and it was not. I wasn't that entertained. He was talking about a bunch of different stuff I really could not understand or figure out put together. But nonetheless, Kamaru Usman was good. I liked Usman's commentary. I think if he was complemented by a couple better complementary parts, then maybe it would have been a little better. But that brought down the experience for me. And the mat sucked. I hate the fucking. It's like a foam mat with a sheet over it, and it was tripping fighters and stuff. They were slipping. That wasn't that great. But nonetheless, it was a good card. I enjoyed it. Titan FC 54. Another video will be covering LFA 64. Make sure to check that out. Nonetheless, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, remember to smash that like button and subscribe. But that'll do it for me. Peace out, guys.